None of us have ever heard anybody say, I hate that guy. All he does is listen to me. It's what tends to happen, and especially in some younger people that I counsel, because I do a lot of coaching and different speaking events, and some of the younger people that are just kind of developing their chops in business, and they have a lot of knowledge. And when you have a lot of knowledge, it's often difficult not to offer that knowledge, because you think that this next thing that I say will clear everything up. My experience has been, and the science tells us, that it's really about asking great questions and listening. And one of the interesting things in business development and as an entrepreneur, that we can ask great questions, we can ask leading questions. And we've all watched those courtroom dramas, right? When the guy says, objection, he's leading the witness. It's a form of question that's so powerful, it's against the law. So we get to do that. So I would encourage people that to ask good questions and then ask more questions. When I wrote the book, I was very fortunate to interview some super successful people. And it was interesting because the book is about selling B2B. It's about business development. And what I predicated writing the book on was that it wasn't necessarily going to be classic salesperson out knocking on doors looking for business, but rather, how can you become more charismatic and more persuasive? We all have these asks in life. Dan Pink's book, To Sell is Human, he said that in his research and a survey that he did, that the average business person spends between 40 and 50% of their time asking other people to part with resources for their good. Selling. This is what we do in life. We're convincing, and this is for, you're convincing your kid to read more, you're convincing the babysitter to stay later, you're convincing your significant other to have this restaurant or this vacation versus that, you're convincing your partner, your colleagues to take this direction versus that. So the book is all about those kinds of things and how we can, best respect someone else and get to the conclusions that we want to get to.